Free agent wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins is headed back to the AFC South. The Titans are giving Hopkins a 2-year deal for $26 million, worth up to $32 million with incentives, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. Tight end Evan Ingram and the Jaguars agreed to terms on a 3-year contract extension for $41.25 million, $24 million fully guaranteed, according to Rappaport and fellow NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero. Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill says he will break 2,000 receiving yards in 2023, telling the It Needed to Be Said podcast, quote, "You all think that Cheetah going to leave without doing something he promised himself he was going to do as a kid? 2,000 yards and another Super Bowl. We're getting that. Believe that." This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Shop end-of-season deals during the Truckload event at Lowe's. Right now, save on major appliances and get an additional 10% off in-store clearance appliances. Plus, take up to 70% off select vanities, like the Allen & Roth Vanity Combo. Was $1,399, now $409. Get great deals now. Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 7/19. Exclusions apply. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details.
You don't plan for a computer virus. You don't plan to lose files. You don't plan to knock your laptop off the counter. And you don't plan for your PC to crash or your screen to freeze. But Staples has a plan. A plan for unlimited virus protection. A plan for help when you need it 24/7. Staples Total Support Plans are your tech plans for the unplanned, starting as low as $199.99. And although you didn't plan for this, right now at Staples you can also get $250 off select computers. N729 in-store only. See associate for details.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. Good day, sunshine. It's another beautiful day. It is a Monday. It is the 17th day of July, 2023. Star date, 4962. Yes, as we approach the constellation Antipodes. Yeah, that was a different thing. Coming up, we've got some birthdays to celebrate. We will take a look at world and California news, local news, sports, financial news, weather, good stuff. We've got it all coming your way. And, of course, we want to remind you, we've got a great website, KXORadio.com. You can log on. You can check it out. Neat stuff on the web. KXORadio.com. And, of course, our Facebook page. And, Gene, right now, you and I are on YouTube.
That's the rumor.
Yes.
That I hear.
Okay. It is a Monday. Did we have a good weekend?
It was a good weekend. Weather, of course, changed somewhat. For those of you that hadn't come outside since Friday when you went inside,
yes,
probably in a state of shock.
Yes. The humidity has kicked up a bit.
Yeah. Now, it wasn't as bad as I expected it to be this morning, but that was that breeze that we had.
Okay. You always, you and I always try and look on the bright side.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's hot. Yeah, okay. It hit 130 at Death Valley. That wasn't us?
No.
Okay.
No, that wasn't us. We don't want those kind of records.
Yes. Let's look back in history. On this date in 1984, the U.S. passed the National Minimum Drinking Age Act, prohibiting those under the age of 21 from buying or possessing alcohol. And, of course, since they made it a law, kids under 21 never drank alcohol again, right?
Right.
Yeah. We're going to pass a law, and that's going to make everything good.
Yes, sir. The answer to everything.
Yes. Okay. Are you ready for a dad joke?
Yes, DAD.
Okay. What did one hat say to the other?
I don't know.
What did one hat say to the other? Stay here. I'm going on ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Birthdays. We've got some. Our big shot birthdays. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Actor Donald Sutherland is 88. Geezer Butler plays bass for Black Sabbath, 74. Little Lucy. Lucy Arnaz, 72. Actor David Hasselhoff, 71. How did he make it that far? Actor Nancy Giles is 63. Singer Regina Bell, 60. Actor Andre Royo, 55. Actor Bitty Schramm, 55. Actor Jason Clark is 54. Actor Eric Winter is 47. Actor Mike Vogel, 44. Actor Tom Cullen, 38. Actor Brando Eaton, 37. And actor Billy Lourd is 31. She, I believe, is the daughter of Carrie Fisher. Princess
right?
Leia.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Local birthdays. You ready?
I'm ready.
We got them. Let's say happy birthday to Clara Contreras, Anna Johnson, Robert Lizarraga, Gabriel Herrera, Oscar Barson, Frank Benjamin Ontiveros, Marco Alvarado, Christina Sweet, Leslie Villanueva, Paul Tharp, Teresa Betancourt, Mary Hatton, Monica Orias, Samantha Webb, Stella Chavez, Connie Torres, and Justin Vargas. Happy birthday from KXO. And many returns. Well, organizers say the Snail Racing World Championships is to make a post-pandemic return. Snail Racing World Championships. Well, in fact, it never really went away. The last race still hasn't finished yet.
And the one before that.
Yes. Looking for some butter and garlic to go with that.
Yes.
Yeah. And, people collect things, right?
Yes, they do. Yeah. Some people just collect dust.
Yes, and some people collect belly button lint.
That's
but
right.
A woman's unusual collection earned her a Guinness World Records title when the organization confirmed she owns 1,618 different packaged toothbrushes. Ironically, her house is going to be fitted with a plaque.
That's right. In the corner, a plaque.
Yes. Oh, well. Anyway. And just a reminder for those of you who really want a primo camping spot in Glamis, Buttercup, the Superstitions, I would go ahead and head out there today, right?
Yeah. You can get all of those in one day. Is that what you're saying? Wow.
Yeah. So that,
that sounds okay.
Yeah, well, you want to get your favorite spot, do it early.
Yeah, you better head out there. For sure.
We've got to look at world and California news, local news, sports, financial news, weather, all sorts of stuff. If you're ready.
I'm ready.
It's World in California news to begin with, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal Lock. They are your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Brief. The desperate search for two toddlers swept away in Pennsylvania's flash floods.
We have deployed a massive amount of resources and teams. We have basically tripled the number of assets in the area.
Fire Chief Tim Brewer, the children's father and brother, survived when their car was swept away Saturday. Their mother died. Their grandmother's still missing. Tens of millions of Americans continue to experience extreme heat, and there's more to come.
From Florida across Texas into the Southwest, where we're talking about forecast highs today. Once again in Phoenix, over 110 degrees.
The Weather Channel's Jim Cantori. Ukraine's foreign minister is not surprised Russia's pulled the plug on the deal that allowed Ukrainian grain exports through Russian waters.
Russia has been slowly killing the grain initiative from one extension to another.
Dmytro Kuleba speaking on CBS Mornings. Russia apparently punishing Ukraine for the latest attack on a Kyiv bridge, which it claims on Kyiv. CBS News Brief, I'm Vicki Barker.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Slight break from the extreme heat in some parts of Southern California today, but advice from the state's utilities that you cool your house early in the day in hopes of putting less demand on the power supply later.
The peak period of time tends to be between 4 and 9 p.m., so if you're able to, we recommend cooling your home just a little bit before that coolest period of the day, so you may not need to use it during the peak period.
Jeff Smith with PG&E. More than 10,000 Californians waking up in the dark. LA County with the biggest number of outages, followed by San Bernardino and Tulare. The actors and writers strikes continuing to hurt businesses that depend on the entertainment industry, like Sandy Rose Floral Prop House, where owner Corey Lavelle says it hurts.
As far as revenue, I'm looking at losing about $100,000 a month.
It's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. I'm a small company. That's a lot of money.
SAG-AFTRA union went on strike last week, joining Hollywood writers who've been off the job for over 2 months. Gas prices in the state, $4.91 a gallon, up 4 cents from last week. Jeff Scott, California News.
And World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1, a service of El Centro Motors, quick lane tire and auto centers with 3 locations in the valley. If your car is running hot, if your air conditioner is not working right in the car, well, take it by Quick Lane at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Monday morning, the excessive heat warning for Imperial and Yuma valleys has been extended again. According to the National Weather Service, expect temperatures of 115 and above through this week. A strong subtropical ridge will continue to dominate the desert southwest, allowing near record to record temperatures. The excessive heat warning will be in effect through Wednesday. The highest temperatures are expected Saturday through Monday. There will be little relief overnight. The National Weather Service and local health authorities caution that there is extreme risk for heat-related illnesses for people and pets. There are numerous cool centers and hydration centers available. Locations are listed on the Imperial County Health Department website. It is suggested that you check on elderly or homebound neighbors to make sure they are safe. Firefighters from Imperial and Yuma counties have been deployed to the Rabbit Fire. The strike team formed up and left Imperial Valley Saturday afternoon. The team will be working with the Rabbit Fire burning near Moreno Valley in Riverside County. As of Saturday evening, 7,600 acres had been burned, and there is 0% containment. Due to their training, strike teams from urban areas are typically assigned to structure protection duties in neighborhoods. KXO News Time, 7:42.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Centro Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
Well, there have been 4 earthquakes recorded Sunday in Baja California, Mexico. The first earthquake was recorded at 2:37 a.m. Sunday with a magnitude 4.0. A second shaker at 2:50 a.m. measured 3.5. At 11:16 a.m., a magnitude 4.5 earthquake was recorded, followed by a magnitude 4.3 shaker at 11:37. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, the first 2 quakes had an epicenter about 75 miles south-southeast of Mexicali, and the latter 2 about 97 miles southeast of the Baja capital. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley to serve you. Quick Lane, remember they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Stop by your local grocery outlet to participate in our annual Independence from Hunger Drive. This is a great way to support your local food organizations. So take part in our Give 5, Get 5 program. Donate $5 and get a $5 coupon for a future visit. Donations made in-store stay in your local community. Join us in our fight against hunger by visiting your local grocery outlet today. Going on now through the end of July.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
It's page 2 of the local news. Page 2 is served by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food. They specialize in sushi rolls. 50 different varieties of sushi rolls. That's one for every state.
In other local news this morning, a woman was scammed out of just under $2,500. She told El Centro Police that she sent the money to someone claiming to be a federal agent. The caller was allegedly a Federal Trade Commission agent, and that the 71-year-old woman had an outstanding warrant. The woman was directed to buy gift cards and pass the information on to the supposed agent. Law enforcement officials warn people of the many scams that are looking to take your money with electronic devices that can show a cloned number on caller ID that shows a local number, or even an apparent federal agent or law enforcement agency. Scammers are able to fool possible victims. Residents should be aware that scammers will demand gift cards that are easily used and untraceable. Legitimate agencies would never request gift cards. Well, Goldilocks is in the news this morning. An El Centro woman called home late Saturday night and found a stranger sleeping in her bed. El Centro police were called and located a 33-year-old man in the apartment. The man was taken into custody and booked into Imperial County Jail on charges of burglary. A backpack belonging to the man was found to contain a glass pipe and white substance. Both were booked by police to destroy. Well, the El Centro police arrested a wanted man for shooting. This occurred at a downtown bar. The 25-year-old man arrested shortly after 8 p.m. on Friday when he was seen walking in the 2100 block of North Imperial Avenue. The suspect was booked into Imperial County Jail on multiple charges, including attempted murder. The shooting occurred shortly after midnight on Sunday, July the 2nd, in the 400 block of Main Street. A man was shot in the chest and dropped off at an emergency department at El Centro Regional Medical Center by friends. Victim was then flown to a trauma center for further treatment. Investigators were able to recover multiple shell casings at the scene. They were also able to identify a possible vehicle used by the suspect. Witnesses and nearby video cameras assisted in the investigation. A woman is in jail after Friday morning an assault. At about 8:20 a.m. Friday, El Centro police responded to the Starbucks on South 4th Street after reports of an altercation between a man and a woman. The woman said to have a knife. Both the man and woman had left the area by the time police arrived, but officers were able to locate the woman about a block away. The woman, identified as a 42-year-old Chantel Johnson of Scottsdale, Arizona, put the knife at her throat and threatened to kill herself. El Centro PD crisis negotiation team convinced the woman to surrender after a brief standoff. Officers were able to identify the male victim, a 61-year-old El Centro man, who told police that he was stopped at Starbucks when the woman jumped in his car and attempted to stab him. The man was able to defend himself and was not seriously injured. The woman got out of the car and walked away. Johnson was taken to El Centro Regional Medical Center for evaluation and then booked at Imperial County Jail for assault with a deadly weapon and elder abuse. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. The menu is full of outstanding entrees. Yes, there's something for everyone at K Sushi, including for the kids. K Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls. They're named after our 50 states. And there's fresh sushi and sashimi, plus beer, wine, and sake. And oh, I forgot to mention, they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. K Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4440 for your takeout.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says a strong and persistent high-pressure system will continue to predominate through the week, resulting in near-record temperatures each day. An excessive heat warning remains in effect through the area, with most places seeing widespread major to extreme heat risk. 115 our high yesterday, 86 the overnight low. Sunny and hot today with a high near 115. Heat index values as high as 119. South wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. The winds then become light and variable. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 90. Light and variable wind becoming west 10 to 15 miles an hour after midnight with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Tuesday, sunny and hot with a high near 116. South wind about 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest in the afternoon. 90 degrees downtown, 63% relative humidity. The wind is calm. Local news, page 2, served by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials. By the way, the dinner menu that features 16 different entrees. K Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your San Diego County Ford dealers during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. This is your time to discover summer at your San Diego County Ford dealers. And right now, get 1.9% APR limited term financing on a 2023 Ford F-150 truck. Hurry in and test drive one today. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 1.9% APR financing for 36 months at $2,860 per month per $1,000 financed regardless of down payment. Residency restrictions apply. For all offers, take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 9/4/2023. See dealer for qualifications and complete details.
All offers valid at Imperial County Ford dealers. And it's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Carlos Alcaraz held on to the number 1 ratings in the ATP rankings today by virtue of his victory over number 2 Novak Djokovic in the Wimbledon final. Alcaraz outlasted Djokovic 1-6, 7-6, 6-4, 3-6, 6-4. And, well, he's number 1. And Marketa Vondrasova's first Grand Slam title pushed her all the way up to a career number 10 in the WTA list. Vondrasova jumped 32 places thanks to her 6-4, 6-4 win over Ons Jabeur in Saturday's final at the All England Club.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Major League Baseball, Kyle Schwarber with a sacrifice fly in the 12th inning, beat the Padres 7-6. Schwarber, by the way, plays for the Phillies. Astros nipped the Angels 9-8. Giants jumped on the Pirates 8-4 in 10 innings. White Sox beat up on the Braves 8-1. Orioles nipped the Marlins 5-4. Blue Jays topped the Diamondbacks 7-5. Brewers edged the Reds 4-3. Royals ripped the Rays 8-4. Same score, Cardinals over the Nationals 8-4. Red Sox beat up on the Cubbies 11-5. Rangers edged the Guardians 6-5. Rockies nipped the Yankees 8-7. Twins topped the Athletics 5-4. Mariners shut out the Tigers 2-0. And the Mets got by the Dodgers 2-1 in 10 innings. And, Lionel Messi has arrived. Messi was introduced yesterday as the newest member of Inter Miami CF. For, everybody's happy in Miami. And rain postponed the NASCAR Cup Series race scheduled for Sunday at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. That race will start at noon today at the Magic Mile. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Well, Russia has seized control of Danone and Carlsberg assets in Russia, highlighting risks facing foreign firms that continue to do business in that country. In a decree signed by Russian President Vladimir Putin yesterday, foreign-owned stakes in Danone's Russia business and Carlsberg stake in local brewer Baltica were put under the temporary management of Russia's Federal Property Agency. The decision follows a decree Putin signed in April that allows the government to place foreign assets in the country under its temporary control if Russian assets abroad are seized or threatened. The latest move could increase the pressure on Western firms, which already face intense criticism for remaining in Russia. And Elon Musk says Twitter's ad revenue is down 50%. Cash flow is negative. The billionaire owner, Elon Musk, tweeted Saturday in response to business advice from a follower, need to reach positive cash flow before we have the luxury of anything else. The tweet is in stark contrast to his tone in April when Musk told the BBC the platform is now roughly breaking even and that most of its advertisers had returned. Ad revenue has been a contentious issue and an uphill battle for the site after hordes of advertisers fled after Musk took over. So on the big board right now, we're seeing green, the Dow up 40 points, the S&P 500 up 6, and the NASDAQ up 60 points. Meanwhile, gold down $7.40 an ounce, oil down 51 cents a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Hile in El Centro.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 115. Heat index values will make it feel as hot as 119. South wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Those winds will become light and variable. Mostly clear tonight, a low around 90. Light and variable wind becoming west 10 to 15 miles an hour after midnight. Those winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. Tuesday, sunny and hot with a high near 116. South wind about 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest in the afternoon. 90 degrees, 63% relative humidity, the wind calm. Financial news brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes.
Reducing energy use during the summer is more important than ever. This summer, IID encourages you to do your part by setting your thermostat to 78 degrees or higher, avoiding the use of large appliances between 4 and 9 p.m., and turning off all unnecessary lighting. But there's more. IID provides a number of summer energy-saving opportunities to help you make the most of your energy savings efforts. Check out our tips and energy-saving guides at IID.com. Let's work together to stay cool and save energy this summer.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. It's a desperate search outside Philadelphia for 2 children missing after weekend flooding.
We have deployed a massive amount of resources and teams. We have basically tripled the number of assets in the area.
Fire Chief Tim Brewer, at least 5 deaths are blamed on the raging water that rose up after torrential rain. On the West Coast, Cal Fire Deputy Chief Lucas Spellman says as the temperature rises, so does the wildfire danger.
We have a lot of dry brush, and it doesn't take much to start that.
CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti.
The Rabbit Fire quickly grew over the weekend to 7,600 acres before fire crews were able to gain the upper hand. It's about 25% contained this morning. Much of the state looks like a tinderbox after all of the winter rain we got led to a fresh regrowth of new vegetation, which is now drying out because all of this excessive heat.
Temperatures are in the triple digits for major portions of California today. In Arizona, readings topping 110 are likely in Phoenix right through at least the middle of next week. The U.S. envoy to the UN calls Russia's decision to end the Black Sea grain deal an act of cruelty. The agreement allowed shipments to flow from Ukraine in the midst of the war. Global food expert Caitlin Welsh says if exports tumble, many parts of the world will suffer.
If these importers are unable to import from Ukraine, they might be forced to look at exporters that are based in other regions of the world where time and cost of shipping are higher.
CBS's Charlie Daggett has got the latest on a new attack that has stopped traffic on a bridge from Ukraine to Crimea, a key pathway for Russian supplies.
The last major attack was back in October that was blamed on a truck bomb. Again, the Russian government blaming the Ukrainian military for that attack. In this recent attack, they've gone even further, saying that the United States and the United Kingdom is involved.
The final sentencing phase underway today in Pittsburgh for the man who shot and killed 11 people at a synagogue in 2018. Last week, a jury found Robert Bowers was eligible for the death penalty. Legal analyst Lori Levinson.
In order for him to get the death penalty, all of the jurors unanimously have to agree. So what the defense needs to do now is convince at least one of those jurors that there's something redeeming in Robert Bowers' life.
Eli Lilly is asking the FDA for approval of its new Alzheimer's drug. The company says it slows worsening and progression by 4 to 7 months. Only one other drug like it has been approved so far from a Japanese company. Checking Wall Street. Right now, the Dow is up 54 points. The S&P is up 7. This is CBS News.
Need to hire quality candidates fast? You need Indeed, the end-to-end hiring solution. Attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Okay, easy now. You're teaching a kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Hold up. You're using Swiffer Power Mop? What would Mom say?
Oh, she'd be like, a mopping bucket is the only way to deep clean your floors. And I'd be like, Mom, this is the new Swiffer Power Mop. The all-in-one that gets you a mop and bucket clean in half the time.
She'd never believe you.
I'd say, look, the solution's built right in, so no heavy bucket. And the pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get into grout lines. That's why you're the smart one.
Really?
What? Mom said it.
The new Swiffer Power Mop. Don't mop harder, mop smarter.
Yet another insurer has departed the Sunshine State, as we hear from CBS's Bradley Blackburn.
AAA says it will not renew home and auto insurance policies for some customers in Florida, saying natural disasters like hurricanes have made the risk too costly. In the last year, multiple big insurers have backed away from doing business in the state. Floridians already pay about 3 times more for home insurance than the national average, and rates are expected to rise another 40% this year.
The UN says Taliban authorities have further increased restrictions on women and girls in Afghanistan in recent months. It says the Ministry of Public Health has announced that only males will be allowed to take exams to pursue specialized medical studies. That follows a ban on female medical students taking graduation exams and a prohibition on women attending universities that was issued last year. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for
Carroll Buckley.
Things he says and like you can connect to them.
AM 1230 KXO.